mid-70s. Today should be a little bit cooler. We have a frontal boundary we've talked about before moving across the area today. That's allowing some cooler air to move into the area from the north. In fact, our winds already have shifted to a more northerly direction. And as the day wears on today, that cooler air will continue to build southward toward the Gulf of Mexico. A few showers earlier this morning and maybe some light showers remaining in portions of the area, but for the most part, the rain has moved onto the east of us this morning. Partly cloudy today, mid-70s, the afternoon high. Winds out of the north, 15 to 20, quite gusty at times. Caution is advised on area lakes, and we'll have more on your weather after the morning news from Heather.
There's been a lull in the encephalitis storm. Yesterday was the second day there's been no confirmed cases of the disease, partially because hospitals are seeing fewer patients. Dr. Shelley Jones says not a single area hospital submitted samples to be tested Saturday, a positive sign, meaning hospitals are seeing fewer patients with encephalitis symptoms. Doctors are attributing this halt to precautionary efforts taken nearly 2 weeks ago. They're asking people to continue taking preventive measures like using mosquito spray and donning long sleeves when venturing outdoors at dawn and dusk. The number of encephalitis patients now holds steady at 63. 59 of those people are from Ouachita Parish, 2 are from Morehouse, and 2 are from Richland Parish. 3 people have died since the outbreak began on August 8th. A Massachusetts woman believes she may have seen one of the terrorists involved in the attacks on the World Trade Center in New York earlier this month. Janice Scheinman has identified the man she saw as Mohammed Atta. She says he was scribbling notes furiously at the American Airlines gate for Flight 11. She says she witnessed this incident 2 days before the planes were hijacked and crashed.
It was so strange to me that somebody would be standing there looking out at the plane and writing in a card. And he had no luggage. He had no briefcase. All he had was a folder with him. And it really caught my attention. He didn't look right. He wasn't dressed like he was going somewhere. I said, if he gets on the plane, I'm going to see the captain, because there is something wrong with this scenario.
And over on Wall Street, another day of losses plagued the market as it experienced its steepest weekly loss since the Great Depression. The devastation of the terrorist attack sparked massive layoffs, recession fears, and investor uncertainty over military retaliation. Stan Case has more.
Fears over what President Bush called a lengthy war on terrorism sent the market still lower Friday. On the week, the Dow lost 14%, the worst one-week slide since 1933. The major market averages dipped to their low levels of the fall of 1998. The Dow fell 140 points to close at 8,235. The NASDAQ lost 47 points to 1423. Bellwether General Electric spurred a short-lived rally early in the day when it reported an upbeat outlook. The company said it was on track to deliver double-digit gains this year, but GE had the only rosy forecast of the day. EMC said it plans to lay off about 10% of its workforce, putting the blame on the slowing economy. The data storage giant expects it will post third-quarter losses. And Northwest Airlines joined other major carriers when it announced layoffs of up to 10,000 workers and a reduction of service by 20%. In an effort to aid the struggling airline industry, the Washington leadership agreed on a plan to provide billions of dollars in cash and loan guarantees. That's the Business Brief. I'm Stan Case.
In other news this morning, sometimes you can get, too much of a good thing. For the past 2 years, drought has plagued Louisiana farmers, and now this season, fields have gotten so much rain, many farmers are considering abandoning their fields.
After 2 years of drought, the pendulum has swung the other way for many Louisiana farmers. Torrential rainfalls at inopportune times have caused damage to cotton, soybeans, and sugarcane. In some areas of the state, the cotton crop is not worth harvesting, according to crop consultant Scooter Lacoste.
The situation we're in now is probably 3/4 of the plant or 90% of the plant has bolls on it that we can't pick. And the bolls at the top are pretty much useless. You know, the one boll at the top of each plant doesn't add up to enough to pay for the foliation cost or the harvesting cost. So we're really in a pickle, don't know what to do at this point.
Lacoste says cotton yields have been reduced from around 900 pounds per acre to less than 200 pounds per acre. The excessive rains also damaged a promising soybean crop.
For early maturing varieties, we have anywhere from 60 to 80% damage in those too. And we had probably a 50, 60 bushel yield, and now we can't hardly sell them. The elevators don't want them because they're all rotten, and the quality it's no good.
Sugarcane sustained minor damage, but most of it will make it to the mill, according to LSU Ag Center County Agent Miles Brazier.
The old days, little as 5-6 years ago, I'd have been worried about how we're going to get it to the mill. With these new combine harvesters, we can get most of it to the mill. It just sets up a new set of problems. Be a lot more trash going through the mill, so less sugar.
For the LSU Ag Center, I'm Craig Gautreaux reporting.
We'll be back with your weather right after this.
The weather is brought to you by Hopkins Chevrolet, Ruston and Bastrop. A name you know, a name you trust.
Time now is 29 minutes before 7 o'clock. We have just received word that the president will speak live on television at 8:30 this morning from the Rose Garden. He may be presenting some evidence against Osama bin Laden that he is directly linked with the terrorist attacks.
All right, good news now. Good weather on the way, and Larry has
We have some beautiful weather coming up this week. Let's take a look at our current conditions. Out at the airport in Monroe, our temperature is 66 degrees, the dew point 64 degrees, the humidity at 93%. Our winds are from the north-northeast at 7. The pressure is 30.01 and rising this morning. Skies are generally partly cloudy. Some locations are reporting some fog over around Shreveport and also around Alexandria. 66 degrees this hour at El Dorado, 68 Shreveport, 67 in Alexandria, and Natchez with 66 degrees also. Here's a look at the dew points this morning, and our dew points will be dropping during the day today. Temperatures on the rise a little bit later on with mid-70s for our afternoon high, but the dew points should be quite low. As you see this morning, temperatures are quite comfortable across portions of South Arkansas and northern Louisiana, and still we have some humidity in the air, but that humidity level will be dropping during the day today as that cooler and drier air moves into the area from the north. Some mid and low level clouds in place over portions of northern Louisiana, South Arkansas, back up into Oklahoma and northern Texas this morning. Most of the rain has ended for our area. Most of that shower and thunder shower activity has moved on well to the east of us. Maybe a few light showers remaining early this morning, but generally the rainfall is over for our area. Good deal of rain on the east coast today, and the clouds linger in the mid and lower Mississippi valleys, but a little bit later on we'll see clearing skies. Here's Hurricane Humberto about 125 miles to the northwest of Bermuda this morning. It's continuing to bring some high winds, some heavy rain, and some wind to that island, but as you can see, it's a good deal away from the United States, moving off to the north-northeast today with maximum sustained winds of 90 miles per hour. Some freezing temperatures up in the northern plains this morning. As we take a look at our surface map, we see the frontal boundary continue to push off to the east and the southeast into the Gulf of Mexico. High pressure brings very nice weather for most of this week with sunny skies expected for tomorrow. Today, partly cloudy, with the afternoon high in the mid-70s. Winds will be quite strong out of the north at 15 to 20 and gusty, so caution is advised on area lakes. Early tomorrow morning, the low around 50 degrees, so probably 10 degrees or so warmer or cooler than this morning. You might even need a jacket or a sweater early tomorrow morning and through midweek.
All right, thank you, Larry. Coming up next, we're going to be looking at some quilts, handmade quilts. Stay with us. Hey, good morning. We have about 23 minutes before 8 o'clock this morning. We're talking about a quilt show that's coming to Jonesboro. This morning with us, we have Norma Prince and Aline Williams of the Heritage Quilt Guild in Chatham. Good morning.
In Jonesboro.
I'm sorry, in Jonesboro. It has Chatham on my sheet. We have some beautiful quilts here. Tell us about them.
Well, we'd really like to show some of them.
Yeah, definitely.
We want to take this one right here and show it because this is the one that we are raffling off, and we'd like to show it. Aline, can you help me?
Now, while you're showing these, kind of tell us the purpose of the show that's coming up. I believe it is the 28th and the 29th.
It will be the 28th and the 29th, and we have it every other year. Every 2 years, we have our show, and we make a quilt and we raffle it off, and then the money is used in our guild to buy other quilts and do things with. We do burn quilts and baby quilts, and we do a lot of stuff like that. And after we raffling this one off, and these
you were telling us before about how quilting is becoming kind of a lost art.
Really? Yes, it has.
And that's pretty much the purpose of this show.
Right, to
We
get
do
it started
teach.
back.
We
but
do teach
You're
people.
going to raffle off some quilts, and then you're also going to be teaching quilting.
We do have classes.
Yeah,
yes,
we do have classes.
I'll show you some that we did have a class. We did some in. This is just a little wall hanging quilt that one of the girls did. Her husband works for
She did it on the computer, the pictures. And
of the trucks that
Wow.
her husband had driven and so forth.
Now, how long did that take to make?
I really don't know how long it taken her to make this. She
But I can
worked
imagine
all
on the average, a quilt would take how long to make?
Well, it would be according to what type quilt you're making. Now, I have one here that has been in the process of, what, 2 years?
Wow, 2
And
years.
This one right here, now it's fully appliqued.
That's beautiful.
This is my first applique quilt. And wait, let's just turn it this way. And it didn't take long to quilt it, but the making of it is what taking so long.
And many of the quilts carry quite a bit of history.
They do, really. This one is for my oldest daughter, and it is made in her colors. So she can't wait till quilt show's over so she can have it.
I bet.
But I won't let her have it until then.
Will you be selling any quilts at the show?
Now, some of the ladies do have quilts for sale, but most of these will be on strictly to look at and see the different types of sewing and quilting and different things that, you know, that they
And to
can.
maybe help people appreciate how to make quilts. What about quilting classes? When can you sign up for a quilting class if you want to learn how?
Well, it's whenever we have one. Let's just lay this over here. When we have one, we usually advertise it. Now, this one is a gorgeous quilt. It's a Christmas tree. Let's just lay it out up over this so it can be.
Okay, and of course, while you're unfolding, a very nice quilt. We've
This
got
is a Christmas tree.
That is beautiful. We've got the quilt show. It's coming up September the 28th and the 29th. It's going to be at the, where is it going to be? The First Assembly Church of God Gym?
That's right, in Jonesboro.
Okay.
It's going out of Jonesboro south like you go to Winfield. It's just out of town.
What time?
It'll be the 28th and 29th. I believe it opens at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, I believe.
Okay.
Both days.
It goes all day?
All day. Till 5 o'clock
For 2
that
days.
afternoon.
Admission is $1?
$1.
To get in.
Okay.
And
I believe we've got time for just about one more quilt.
let's show this one. This is a class we took.
Yeah, this is one of the classes.
And this is called the square dance.
Oh, wow.
And I made this one. I took the class and then
Now, how long did this one take to make?
it didn't take very long because it's all machine except it's not quilted on the machine. It's hand quilted. But it didn't take too long
I
to
imagine it
do
takes a
it.
great deal of patience to make
It
something like
does.
this.
It
doesn't
does.
This one, yes. This one did. It takes a lot of patience.
Okay. We're here with Norma Prince and Aline Williams. We're previewing an upcoming quilt show coming to Jonesboro the 28th and 29th. We'll be back with more Good Morning ArkLaMiss right after this.
Welcome back. 17 minutes before 8 o'clock, and the Northeast Central Louisiana Alzheimer's Association will be presenting Memory Walk 2001, not this Saturday, but a week from there. We're talking to Dr. Bruce Walker, Assistant Professor of Management at ULM, and it all begins at 9 o'clock, and you have a lofty goal, don't you?
Well, we're trying to raise $25,000 this year. This is the major fundraiser for the Northeast Central Louisiana Alzheimer's Association. The Memory Walk is the only national fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Association, and these walks are going on all across the country, starting this weekend, then October 6th, and then again on October 13th. Ours is going to be held at the ULM Activity Center on the 6th, beginning at 9 o'clock.
Now, where do you walk, inside or outside?
It depends on the weather, and actually it depends on a person's health and condition. In past years, when it's rained, we have actually walked inside on the indoor track. We have a lot of people who will go outside and run the course. Older people like me walk the course and take our time doing it. Thank you very much. And but then we have other people inside who will walk on the track.
You know, we have so many businesses that are so great at getting behind efforts like this. I know you've got some wonderful community corporate sponsors.
We've had some tremendous corporate sponsors, and in fact a number of sponsors, and I don't want to bring out one at the exclusion of the other.
They understand.
But I would like, if I may, just offer one. The Scott Foundation has been a tremendous friend to the Alzheimer's Association here. And in fact, they're one of our signature sponsors, and so they have repeatedly come to our aid and sponsored the Memory Walk and assisted us in a lot of different times, and we're very grateful to them.
Now, Bruce,